Are you doomed to work until you're dead if you're starting to save and invest after the age of 40? Nope. It doesn't have to be that way. Starting late doesn't mean it's impossible to retire rich. I myself was deep in debt with student loans and buying two practices that I began investing at 40. And right now, because I've done the things that I'm going to lay out in this video, I'm on track to being financially free in less than 5 years. And here's how you can achieve the same thing regardless of what your age is. But first, this is Money Habits. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie Aldrich, and I like to talk about money and habits that can help improve your life. If you're new here and like the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below and stay till the end until you can learn how to do things quicker so that you can retire too before you're 112. So the first question that you might be asking yourself is, hey, is this even possible? And the answer is absolutely. Age is just a number, and with the right strategy and mindset, you too can build wealth and achieve financial freedom no matter what age you are. But of course, it will take a lot more money and effort and bigger returns if you want to do it before you're 150. So, Steph, how do I do it? What do I do first? So the first thing that you must do is you got to maximize your income. Leverage that experience that you have. Use your years of experience to negotiate higher salaries or pivot to a more lucrative role. In other words, you must be more productive and more focused on money-generating activities and projects at home and at work. It's time to bring in the money. You got to have a side hustle. Either start a side business or do some freelance work to boost your income. We need more money to invest here, folks. Okay, so think money. Time is of the essence and we're running out of it. You need more money. So when your kids are off doing their thing, it's time for you to spend that time hustling and doing your thing. Something that I've been dabbling in recently is doing some options trading. And of course, more on that in the future if anything comes from it. You also need some type of passive income. Invest in assets that generate that passive income, like rental properties or even dividend stocks. This is the best way to generate more income. Then what you're going to do is you're going to reinvest all, and I mean all, capital ALL, all of this passive income into more income producing assets, and they will compound your efforts over time. This is what I'm exclusively focused on right now. I only buy assets that pay me. They pay me monthly, they pay me quarterly, they pay me yearly. Of course, you can invest whatever you want to because I'm not a professional financial advisor, but what I invest in is syndicated real estate deals. I invest in private equity and credit, medical debt, and also the newest investment that I just started is in SCHD, which is a Schwab Dividend Index Fund, and that's kind of my long-term 20-year out play. The next thing you must do is you've got to aggressively save and invest. This means you have to have a high savings rate. Aim to save a significant portion of your income. Cut unnecessary expenses. And yes, this means you must have a budget. I don't know why we're so resistant to this idea. I know that I used to be resistant until I learned the power of it. If you have a written plan, you can see exactly where your money is going, and you can tweak the things that you spend your money on so you can hit your financial goals every single time. You can automate most of this your bills, your savings, and you're investing into your retirement plans so that all you have to do is go out, go to work, and hustle. Technology will make you wealthy if you set things up properly. It's awesome. And because I do a written budget, I've paid off my car, my business loans, and even my house. Now I'm saving and investing 67% of my income. So if you're starting late, you must calm down on your spending. You can spend it later after you're financially free. You gotta put as much of your money to work for you so that in the near future, you don't have to go to work for more money. The next thing you must do is to invest your money wisely. Focus on high growth investments. Consider stocks, real estate, and other investments that have the potential to appreciate significantly over time. Depending on your current economic status, look into dividend paying index funds and syndication deals in real estate, oil, and agriculture if you don't want to actually own the properties yourself. This is what I do, and of course, you can do it however you want to do. But you've got to educate yourself on how to do it properly so you're not losing money and time along the way. And finally, you must max out retirement accounts. Max out contributions to retirement accounts like your 401k and your IRAs. Take advantage of catch-up contributions for those of you that are over 50. If you only invest in retirement accounts, make sure that you also have money set aside in case you can retire before the age of 59 and a half in a separate taxable brokerage account, as you won't be able to access the funds that are tucked away into those retirement accounts, the qualified ones, until 59 and a half. If you need it sooner, start building up a separate taxable brokerage account so you can then live off that money until you're 59 and a half. The best YouTube channel that I found that walks you through this is called the Money Guy channel. It's with Bo Hansen and Brian Preston. They're financial advisors. They're actually certified that talk about these things on their channel, and tell them that I sent you, but definitely check them out. So this comes to the next segment, which is debt management. You must pay off high interest debt. Focus on paying off high interest debts like credit cards, and of course, get rid of any medical debt, car loans, or student loans that might be hanging around. In order to retire, you should be debt free, so there's no drag on the income that you'll be living off of soon. You will definitely need financial education. Educate yourself about investing, financial planning, and wealth building strategies. Read books, take courses, and follow financial experts. Choose a few different things to invest in and learn from the best people out there. Follow what they do, and you'll be able to see similar results. It doesn't matter what you invest in. What matters is that you get started and continue until you're financially free. Of course, you should seek professional advice. Consider working with a financial advisor to create a solid investment plan. You can hire someone to look over your plan, or you can simply invest with someone who makes money off your investments. I personally do things myself, but no one watches my money like I do. So, what are the pitfalls to avoid in retirement, or to get yourself to retirement? The first one is procrastination. You've already been procrastinating enough. Don't delay starting any longer. You've already done that. The sooner you begin, the more time your money has to grow. Compounding takes time to build up and start giving out results. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll be financially free. If you don't want to wait for compounding growth, you might want to consider investing in other things than the stock market. Rental properties, or other real estate deals that pay you monthly or quarterly can help to replace your income faster than traditional compounding growth. Most real estate investors can be financially free within 10 years or less, but make sure you follow somebody that's actually doing it and can get you there. The next one is risk aversion. Some people are dead in their tracks because they're afraid of failing. They're afraid of making the wrong decision. They're afraid of losing money. Guess what? You probably will lose some money. You will probably do something that's not quite, up to par, that's not really serving you in the long run. It's okay. Dust yourself off. Make sure you consistently invest small amounts over time, and that way, if something's not working out, you haven't invested, $100,000 in something and you can't get that money back. You've only invested $5,000 or $10,000, and you can easily make up that amount. So make sure that risk aversion, you use it for you and not against you. The next one is lifestyle inflation. As we age, we start liking nicer things. We start buying luxury items. We start going on better vacations. We upgrade our house. We send our kids to private school. Our wardrobe gets bigger. Our better quality items. Our house becomes filled with more luxurious things. Our car is a better name brand. This is lifestyle creep, and this is something that we must avoid in order to have the margin and the extra money to build wealth for ourselves. When we inflate our lifestyle, we are deflating the amount of money that we have to invest in our future. And if we're starting late, we have to stop this. We have to cut out all of the extra spending, and we have to focus all of our attention on building our nest egg, so at some point we will be free. So the next question is, where do I start? The first place is we have to set clear goals. We have to make a plan, either through a professional financial advisor or through someone that is already investing in real estate or syndication deals or whatever. We have to make a clear plan for our money with real numbers, working backwards from what our goal is to the final number to where we are today, so we know what that gap is, so we can then fill it in and know that we are taking each step towards that final goal. So you have to set it, though. You have to set clear goals and write them out, and then you have to create a plan to get there. Once you create that plan, try to automate it as much as you can, so that takes out decision fatigue from you and emotional spending that could derail your financial success. And the last thing that you have to do, you have to track your progress. Are you actually following the plan that you just laid out? It's fine to make a plan, but are you actually following it? Are you allowing distractions to come in? And these little distractions, which usually is your family members or your friends, they're going to put peer pressure on you to spend your money in ways that don't agree with the plan that you set out. So make sure that your spouse is on board and the rest of your family members are at least aware of what you want to do. I tell my family all the time, no, we're not going to spend all that money on, European vacations. No, we're not buying any new vehicles anytime soon. No, you're not going to camp all summer. You can go for a month, but that's it, because I want to make sure that the money that I'm saving goes to my investments and not in their little grungy pockets, right? So you got to start, right? It's never too late to get started. If you increase your savings rate, if you make a plan for your money, if you seek higher rates of return, and you get started ASAP, which means today, which means you got to get busy, you too can become wealthy. So that's it for the show today. So, what are you going to do to get yourself going if you are over 40? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, this is Money Habits.